Yeah, we had to stop for a minute there. Sometimes the dog needs a little attention. So, as I was saying, today was an exceptional day, and I was listening to a lot of Abraham Hicks today. Not sure if you're familiar. She talks an awful lot about a vortex and staying in it and just choose the best thought that you can have. And I feel like I did a really good job with that today. Oh, beautiful bird. There's so many beautiful birds here. I love it. I love it. I love this little island. And there's mermaids everywhere. I mean, not the real living mermaids, but if you look, there's a mermaid over there on top of that building. All kinds of mermaids everywhere. At any rate, it's going to be a beautiful sunset tonight. It's shining bright down there. And as you walk along the water here, sometimes you can see the dolphins. I saw them the other night. Their shiny backs were popping out. It was pretty cool. I was excited. I'd love to see the dolphins and the horses all in one day. Hasn't happened yet. But you never know. You never know. So, I'm thinking I may leave my little community to go to New Jersey for the summer. Not exactly positive yet. Sometimes I tend to go where the wind blows me. I know that everything's always working out for me. So I just wait for it to work out. See what happens. Not try too hard to build something. The tide has really come in. You can see, usually there's not that much water down there. And the sun is not going down yet, y'all. But I wanted to talk more about this Abraham Hicks thing because I love the idea of choosing a better thought when something bothering you. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes the car in front of you is going really slow when you want to get there. But if you can choose a better thought, if you can find something that makes you feel just a little bit better, and maybe it's not all the way better, maybe it's not, I'm really glad I'm sitting in traffic, but maybe it's just that, dang, this isn't the worst thing in the world. Even just that can make a big difference, right? So the power to choose a better thought is definitely a big one. And you have to continually do it throughout your day. You can't do it just one time. You got to find it over and over again. And we think so many times in our lives that we don't have any control over things. We don't have any control. I've got no control over that. But alas, the one thing you can do, no matter what happens, is you can find a better thought. I'm convinced. I did it today, and I've done it in some really, really terrible circumstances when I was traveling across the country and my van broke down like in the middle of nowhere and there was no one there to help. I continued thinking better thoughts, and lo and behold, this farmer came out of nowhere. I mean, I was on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere. He came out of nowhere. He pulled over and he said, "Hey, can I give you a hand?" And it just dumbfounded me. I was so blown over by it that I just started laughing hysterically because where did he come from? There he was in the middle of nowhere, ready to help me. And I do believe that part of that is because I chose to think a better thought. I wasn't all caught up in the fact that, wow, what am I going to do about this? You know? And sometimes when I was traveling across the country by myself, one time my phone just completely blipped on me. Again, in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have directions. Didn't know where I was going. Didn't have a map. We should still keep maps. We really should. Like, it'd be a good idea to have a map. Didn't have a map. Didn't know where I was going. But just trying to think about her thought. And it helped out. Who said hi? I'm not even looking at these. I need to look. Hi. Hi. Hi to both of you. We're here on our sunset walk. I hope y'all are having a great day. I definitely am. Hey, y'all. So many people walk their dogs around here. This is a giant dog community. Wow, look at that. The water's up so high. This place would probably flood really easy. But, and look at over here, we have this beautiful field of wildflowers. Hold on, hold on. Check it out. I guess they don't mow their grass, they just have wildflowers, but I think that is absolutely fine. That works for me. I would do the same thing. So, one of the reasons I do these nightly walks is I like to talk to people about the heroes in their life. I like to know who your heroes are. I'm writing these letters. It's called Better Day Letters. And I'm writing letters about ordinary heroes that have transformed people's lives in some shape or form. So, tell me, have y'all got heroes? Anybody? Anybody have any heroes they want to tell me about? Whew, that sun is bright. I would love to hear it. My mom was one of my heroes. And she continually reminded me, without me even knowing it, of that Abraham Hicks principle of choosing a better thought. She would always say, and she died in 2001, and I miss her dearly, but she would always say, Jewel, there's got to be something that's better. There's got to be something good. And she would try and help me find, even in the difficult situations, good things that came out of it. And that definitely shaped me into the person that I am today. Because we've all had our hardships and difficulties, but throughout mine, I've always, maybe not right there in the minute, I'm not that great, I'm not saying that, but after it's over, whatever the hardship is, or maybe in the middle of it, I try to see, what is it that I can learn from this? What is it that I can do better next time? How can I handle a situation better? How can I be a better friend, be a better sister, be a better mom? And maybe I'm not always right. We know that's true. Come on. Yeah. But those are good questions to ask. And a lot of times, the people who are heroes in our lives are the ones who made us question our beliefs about what was going on in our life, or maybe they just bolstered our courage so that we were able to do hard things that we never thought we would be able to do. Like starting these businesses, like this is a whole new business for me, this Better Day Letters. I've been a storyteller for 25 years, done that professionally, and traveled and told stories. And I've been a potter, which is with the clay, not the weed, the clay. And that's been great, but this is a whole new thing. And I think even though some people might not have a hero in their life, reading about someone else's hero can give them the strength to make decisions and choose directions that they never would have been able to choose without that. So that's one of the reasons I want to know about your heroes. Yeah. Check out the sunset. It is happening. Hoo-wee. It's so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous here. I feel blessed every day. I really do. And if I don't, I need to pull it together, because this is a great place to walk around and enjoy. And the fact that I've got air in my lungs and my legs work and I can walk around. Yeah, that's all great. All great. I'm going to take us out on the dock because it's really nice to be right next to the water. And this is called Taylor Creek. And my daughter, we used to have these folks who lived next door to me in Asheville, North Carolina, and their name was Taylor. And one day, when we first moved in, Mrs. Taylor came over to introduce herself, and she looked at my daughter, and my daughter was sitting in her car seat. She was 1.5 years old, and she had on those little sparkly Dorothy shoes and a little, princess kind of dress, because that's what she absolutely adored. She wanted to be one of those princesses. And she said, "I bet your mother loves her." And my mom had just passed away a few months prior. And I said, and I almost started to cry, and I said, actually, my mom passed away. And that woman looked at me straight in the eyes, and she said, "I'm going to be that little girl's grandmother. I will be her grandmother." And do you know what? She actually was. She turned out to be my daughter's grandmother. Her name was Helen, and she was a godsend. She helped me. I was a single mom. She helped me watch my little girl, and she helped me carry the weight of being a single mom when sometimes you feel like you're so alone. It was unbelievable. I really owe her a lot, and she's definitely one of my heroes. Okay, now you gotta check out the sunset, because this is something. Oh, I'm telling you what, that is cool. Look at that, the seagulls. So cool. So cool. All right, I'm gonna sign off. It was great talking with y'all, And I will catch you again tomorrow at sunset. Julie Payne, Better Day Letters, signing off. Bye.